Good to see you.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Fulton County Public Safety Training Center, Basic Law Enforcement Class 2502 graduation ceremony. At this time, I present to you BLE Class 2502. Now I'd like to introduce to you the Director of the Fulton County Public Safety Training Center, Captain Greg Schultz.
Thank you. First off, I really would like to apologize for the stuffiness out 2 nights ago because of the storm. Played heck on the ship today trying to get it going back, and now our air's out. So I apologize for that, but we'll do the best we can to get through this. On behalf of the Academy staff, our advisory board, and advisory board members, Chief Crayer, Mark Police Department, Chief Coleman, Georgia State University Police Department, Chief Cassandra Jones of the Union City Police Department, Sheriff LaBotte, Fulton County Sheriff's Office, and my boss, Fulton County Police Chief Wade Yates. I'd like to welcome everyone to the graduation ceremony for Basic Class Enforcement 2502. We will begin our ceremony with the national anthem being sung by Sergeant Nadia Randolph. Everyone, please stand.
Class, on your feet! Arms!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave Peru through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Arms! Take seats!
Sarge, I think you do that better every time you do it. Thank you so much. A few words to the family and friends of Class 2502. You should be especially proud of their accomplishment here today. I have immense respect and admiration for these recruits who are graduating here today. These men and women have decided to join the law enforcement profession despite negative publicity and scrutiny facing law enforcement today. It takes a tremendous amount of dedication, commitment, and sacrifice to be a peace officer. This is a testament to the values and principles instilled in them by their families and friends. We also know that during these 20 weeks, that life does not stop. Thank you for encouraging and through these 20 weeks and for raising men and women of such fine character. Class 2502, give your family and friends a round of applause for their support. To the class, John Gordon once said, "There's nothing more powerful than a humble person with a warrior spirit who is driven by a bigger purpose." I know each of you have your reasons for choosing to get into law enforcement. I hope that one reason was to serve. I would say it's the same reason why people go into the military, to serve and be a part of something bigger than yourself. If it's for the money, well, no one ever got rich and famous doing this. Number one, that's obvious. But that's not going to be enough to keep you going when you work a 12-hour shift and get a last-minute subpoena to appear in court and stay in there a couple hours and then have to turn around and go right back on shift. If it's because you like the excitement and the adrenaline rush, that's not going to get you through and be enough to keep you going when you must spend hours on a traffic detail blocking the road to the sort of event. Not a whole lot of adrenaline rush there, guys. But if the reason is service and being part of something bigger than yourself, it's much easier to take the good with the bad. That will get you through the low points in your career. Remember your training. Listen to your FTOs and ask a lot of questions. Family, we're not sending them out just yet. They're going to be under the close, watchful eye of FTOs for the next 12 weeks or so. But they're going to be in an atmosphere of what? Real calls, loaded guns, there's no more your guns, right? No more barrel blocks, right? You're going to be dealing with real people, real bad guys, right? So keep that in mind. My best wishes to you, Class 2502. At this point, I want to introduce our guest speaker. He is a valuable asset to this, helps us out in many different ways. John E. Pearson Sr. These aren't glasses, these are readers. John E. Pearson Sr. has dedicated more than 40 years to the community as a law enforcement executive. He serves as Deputy Director of Police Services with the DeKalb County Police Department. At that time, the second largest police department in the state of Georgia. During his 25 years with DeKalb, he used his leadership skills to advance from patrolman to numerous positions, including Special Operations Commander, SWAT Commander, Drug Unit Commander, Assistant Commander of Criminal Investigations. After retiring from DeKalb, John served as Assistant Police Chief of the City of Hogansville, Chief of Investigations for the Georgia Department of Juvenile Justice, and Commissioner for the Georgia Department of Juvenile Justice. Chief Pearson served as an instructor for the Georgia Association of Chiefs of Police, where he taught and mentored newly appointed police chiefs in organizational development. As a graduate of the FBI National Academy, the U.S. Department of Justice Drug Commander School, the Georgia International Law Enforcement Exchange between the state of Georgia and Israel, and Georgia Peace Officer Standards and Training Certified Instructor, serving as an adjunct instructor for this academy as well as other places. He is a member of the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, NOBLE, where he served as National Chaplain and Special Assistant to the National President. He is a Dean's List graduate of Atlanta Metropolitan State College. John and his wife, Monica, share 2 adult children and a bonus Larry DeVoe and son, John E. Pearson II. Ladies and gentlemen, would y'all help me welcome to our podium our guest speaker, John Pearson.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Captain Shelton, for your eloquent introduction. Also allow me to take a moment to thank this entire Academy staff, all of their hard work and tireless efforts to prepare and usher basic law enforcement class 2502 into the arena of 21st century policing. Class 2502, please put your hands together and show your appreciation to this exceptional training staff that has changed your lives forever. foundation of character, strength, integrity, honor, commitment, respect, and service. Allow me to act and illustrate a few of these cornerstones. First, character. As defined by the Oxford Dictionary, character is a combination of traits, habits, principles that determine how someone behaves, particularly in reality to what is considered right or wrong. It takes character to protect what is right. Integrity refers to consistent adherence to ethical principles, moral standards, professional conduct. It includes honesty, fairness, accountability, all actions both on and off duty. Allow me to share with you a story that I believe illustrates integrity. I apologize that I am using an example which I am the principal. However, integrity is what happens when no one else is watching. In my office, there were two signs that hang above and behind my desk. The one read, only one rule in this office. We follow all of the rules all the time. Employees who found themselves the focus of disciplinary process did not have to wonder what Chief Pearson was going to do. It didn't matter who you were. Whatever the employee manual called for is what he was going to do. One morning while leaving the gym, I received a call on my county cell phone. I was standing next to my county car. And at the end of the call, I placed myself on the roof of the car. I unlocked it, opened the door, and put my gym bag inside. I got in and drove off with myself still on the roof. At some point, the phone fell off the roof, and I was unable to locate it. I returned to my office, obtained a disciplinary report, wrote and sustained corrective action on Chief Pearson for neglect of duty and loss of county property. The recommendation was a documentation of counseling, first offense, to be added to the employee's file, and the employee was to pay the cost of the replacement phone. I signed that employee personnel action and submitted it to my supervisor. Integrity is what you do when nobody else is watching. Full disclosure, I did not have to pay for the phone, and because of the county phone contract, we got our phones. Commitment, an engagement or an obligation that restricts freedom of action. It is commitment that restricts the manner in which we conduct our affairs, both on and off duty. To date, there have been 4 police officers in the state of Georgia who have laid down their lives for their commitment to the obligation to protect our communities. Today, the DeKalb family honors the life of Master Patrolman David Ross, whose commitment and integrity demanded he respond to an active shooter who was indiscriminately firing hundreds of rounds in the community Rose had sworn to protect. Several news outlets reported that the gunman took Officer Rose's life. I disagree. Officer Rose gave his life. He understood that this is not merely a job, but a calling. Ordained by Almighty God, a calling to protect and defend those who are unable to protect and defend themselves. I submit to you that no man took Officer Rose. He laid it down willingly for the service and protection of all of us. That is commitment. Class 2502, you have pushed yourselves physically, mentally, and academically, navigating the rigors of academy training. Each of you has faced personal challenges and struggles throughout it all. God has shown you that He created you to be more than overcomers. In every situation, He created you to thrive in the face of adversity. You have been called and empowered to do a great work, to protect the powerless, the homeless, the elderly, the widows, the children, the less fortunate. Today you will take an oath, a promise to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to uphold the laws of the great state of Georgia, and to serve your communities. This is a sacred trust. It comes with immense responsibility, a responsibility to always stand tall, to respond to each call, and to always protect the rights. Class 2502, you have earned this moment. You're to protect and serve, to be a beacon of hope and a source of protection and safety in our communities. Your commitment to integrity, fairness, compassion will define your career. Every interaction, every decision will make a lasting impact on the lives of those you serve. Be present in the community, not just when you're lighting them up. You will build trust by being present in the situation that your communities are facing. Don't allow it to be business as usual. Each traffic stop is new, with new, different people, different cars, different reasons. Recognize the differences and how they should be managed. Manage them always with your safety in mind. Remember the words of Maya Angelou. I have learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Make the community want to remember how you made them feel. Class 24, remember, you have earned this moment. Be inquisitive, be thorough, be thoughtful. Never stop learning, never stop growing, never stop training. The only bad training opportunity is the one that you're not part of. Class 2502, there will come a time in your career you will be asked to justify your actions. In those instances, always be able to identify the federal statute, the state law, local ordinance, your policy and or procedure that gave you the authority to take the action that you did. Then you will be the law enforcement professional that your leadership and community will trust and your contemporaries will model their careers after. On behalf of these law enforcement executives, your agency heads, and the Fulton County Training Academy staff, we are confident that you will uphold the highest standard of law enforcement professionalism, and you will make us proud. Class 2502, may you be safe, may you be brave, and may your service be a testament to the core values that you hold dear. Thank you, and God bless you.
We have a small token of our appreciation to present to Mr. Pearson. Reads, in appreciation to retired Deputy Director Johnny Pearson Sr., DeKalb County Police Department, for your dedication and support of the Fulton County Public Safety Training Center, members of the staff, and myself. This is the part where I introduce our class coordinator. Any of y'all that come to our graduation ceremonies with any sort of regularity know that this particular position, I always say holds a special place in my heart, because I was a mandate coordinator for a while and had the pleasure of doing a bunch of classes. It's a rare and unique opportunity to take a group of individuals that come in and kind of mold them the way you want them to be within limits. You know, we have limits, you know, the state mandates limits, and they can't just go crazy with it, but it's still a really good opportunity to, you know, train a bunch of individuals to do a very rough and difficult job. It's a very demanding position to be in. It's a very tough position to do, an even tougher position to do correctly. But my staff has been getting pretty good. They've had a lot of classes under their belt. This is one of our rookie coordinators. This is his first class. He has done under the very watchful eye of his co-coordinators, Sergeant Bruce. But the coordinator for class 2502 is Sergeant Rhodes of Fulton County.
All right. So, DLE 2502. My very first class. Before this, I had observed and assisted with several mandate classes. This was my first chance to step up fully into this role. I had the schedule, I had work, and I had a room full of recruits with name tags in front of them. But it wasn't until that very first day, April 7th, that I began to see who they really were and just how special this group will become. Adjusting to what was originally 40 different activities wasn't an obstacle. It was an opportunity, and an opportunity for me to learn about myself and what it takes to supervise, mentor, and inspire those I was entrusted. Before I continue, I want to thank Sheriff Patrick Block and the entire command staff for giving me this incredible opportunity. Thank you all the instructors who shared their time and expertise, and to the staff here at Fulton County Public Safety Training. I also want to recognize Sergeant Garman, Sergeant Lane, Sergeant Powell, Lieutenant Yamians, Lieutenant Pace, Lieutenant Miller, Sergeant, and absolutely Sergeant Bruce, my co-coordinator. Your guidance and teamwork were outstanding. Thank you guys very much. Couldn't have done without you guys. Where do I begin with DLE 2502? I thought of being up here and telling funny stories about the good times we had, and believe me, there were plenty. But instead, I want you guys to take a moment and think back to the hardest times. The mornings that came too early, the nights that dragged on too long, the moments when you just wanted to hear Dominique say, stack up formation, so you knew the day had come to an end. It was in those moments you had to dig deep and remember why you were here, that you built resilience that you'll need through your entire career. Those times you felt like giving up or pushed through anyways are what will carry you on the streets. One day I told you I would never sign my name on unfinished product. Well, now you're here. That doesn't mean you guys are completely done or that you're tops, because this profession will always demand more learning, more growth, but I'm proud of the men and women you have become in these past 20 weeks. I'm impressed with your grit, your fortitude, and your genuine curiosity for this job. Hold on to that. Keep seeking training, not only tactical and firearms training, but also continue to study case law, use supports and legal updates. Maintain your physical fitness. These things aren't just boxes to be checked. They will keep you sharp, keep you safe, and keep you going every shift. As you move into field training, treat it as an opportunity. Learn from your mistakes. Treat people with respect. Honor your oath. Remember, this is a humble and often thankless profession. The right choice is never the easy one, but it's always the one worth making. There will be long nights and long shifts, but never take the easy way out. Do the job you signed up to do. Take care of the citizens you serve the same way you take care of your own family. Thank you for your hard work. I wish you nothing but success, and I look forward to hearing about your future accomplishments, your honor service, and the impact you will no doubt have in your communities. Congratulations to you all. Every basic class has to select a class sergeant and a class corporal serve as the liaison between class coordinators. BLE 2502 selected Class Sergeant Mackenzie Virago from the Fulton Sheriff's Office and Brandon Porterman as Class Corporal from South Fulton Police Department.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of BLE Class 2502, I would like to thank you all for being here to celebrate this monumental moment with us. Our families, friends, instructors, and command staff, your support has carried us to this special day. We started this journey out as strangers. We came from different backgrounds, different cultures, and different careers. We all had the same goal in common. We were challenged in every way possible, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We learned discipline, teamwork, and accountability. Somewhere along this journey, we became a family. To our instructors, we thank you for your guidance, high standards, and your leadership by example. You have embedded in us not only the skills to prepare us for this profession, but also of integrity, courage, and respect. When times were difficult and days were long, they always found a way to motivate us and remind us why we were actually here. And to our families, thank you for your unwavering support. We would not be here today. To my classmates, I challenge you all to move with pride, integrity, and never forget that we are here to serve our communities, not ourselves. Congratulations, BLE 2502. This is just the beginning. Thank you.
Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to say a tremendous thank you to our sheriff, Jeff Lott, as well as our staff here at the Training Center for your countless hours of dedication and efforts to get us across this line. I'd also like to say thank you to all of our families and loved ones for all of your help and support outside of the classroom, because you were just as invaluable to our successes here, and we couldn't have done it without you as well. To BLE 2502, we made it. At times I know that it felt as if I was having a gentle parent, you guys, so at the risk of sounding like a mom one last time, I just wanted to say I'm so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. This was such a diverse class. We all came from different agencies, different backgrounds, and different walks of life. But we did have one thing in common. We have a lot of personality, and we love to laugh. We danced the cha-cha slide at the range in the rain. We teased Neil about how many seasonings he does or doesn't use in his chicken. We caused deliberate chaos for each other on our traffic control course that will go down in infamy. And we never stopped using tiny as a size reference in any given scenario. So kind of go ahead and raise your hands if you know about that from. We caused Sergeant Roach to hold his hat over his mouth, stifle a smile too many times to count. And we saw Sergeant Bruce's lips quirk up to something that suspiciously like a smile at least 4 times when she thought we weren't looking. I personally have never laughed harder than I have with these people in this class. However, as we moved to more difficult and intense phases of our training, there was a true grit that began to emerge. Over half of our class volunteered to get tased. We supported each other when we were OC sprayed. We made quick decisions under immense pressure during officer survival and alert training. We were unfit during Red Man, and we probably did no less than 12 million side straddle hops, or at least it felt like it. Over and over again, we surprised ourselves with what we accomplished and the goals that we were able to achieve. We are a tough class, and we need to be tough because we're about to enter one of the most toughest and most unforgiving careers in the world. So I want us to stay tough, but I also want us to remember the other parts of us. I want us to stay silly. I want us to stay kind. I want us to stay compassionate. I want us to remember our humanity and that it's our calling to help others, even when they fight against us. At times, the public may resent us, but we will accept them and serve them with grace anyway. Today, a fallen officer from the county is being laid to rest, and all of our hearts go out to his family, his loved ones, and his agency. Officer David Rose spoke at his own graduation ceremony about wanting to be a part greater than ourselves, about running towards the danger while others run away. He talked about the responsibility of the badge and protecting the vulnerable, and he's absolutely right. These are the tenets of all law enforcement, regardless of the agency, the unit, department. We are all now part of one of the most noble professions on earth. We will now put the needs of others above the needs of ourselves. We owe it to our communities, and we owe it to all of the fallen officers before us to hold ourselves to the highest standards. As we leave this classroom and return to our myriad of cities and counties, I want us to remember our time here and the lessons that we've learned. Yes, we learned case law and firearms and tactics, but we've also learned how deep our determination and drive can go. We've learned what we're made of and what we've learned, and we've learned what we're willing to do to honor this badge that we will now wear on our chest. So in closing, BLE 2502, my last wish to you is this: please stay safe, stay silly, and remember your why. Thank you.
Now that I would ask for Captain Shelton to step back up on behalf of BLE Class 2502, as a token of our appreciation, we would like to present you with our class flag. Thank you for your leadership and support. Class Sergeant and Class Corporal, thank you for the leadership you have shown in BLE Class 2502. We are sure they have appreciated your dedication and motivation, and we thank you both for your help in keeping the ship running smoothly. All right. Next is the time for the presentation of the basic mandate skills. Over the course of these 20 weeks, the cadets have had an opportunity to win one of these three special awards: top driver, top shooter, and top academic. The class was motivated and highly encouraged to one another, progressing through each of these phases. During these high-stress phases, they were nervous wrecks, but were constantly reminded that they would be just fine, to relax, have fun, and most importantly, listen and apply. First up is the top driver award. The student that has the fastest driving time in the precision cone course and passed the braking and skid control courses on his first attempt. This category showed BLE 2502's competitive side. They all put their best foot forward on the gas pedal. Once figured out which foot was right and left, of course. The top driver award goes to Emmanuel Barner. Top shooter. At the beginning of 2025, the Georgia Peace Officers Standards and Training Council introduced an additional 400 hours of basic mandate training to the curriculum. Among this additional training was 110 total hours of firearms training. First, cadets went through a week of firearms training and qualifications where they had to achieve 2 passing scores of at least 240 out of 300 possible points. Cadets that achieved a score of at least 90% or 270 during qualifications week in their first 2 attempts were selected for our trophy round. Several weeks later, cadets went through advanced shooting skills, which introduced unfamiliar courses of fire, compromised shooting positions, and more advanced shooting skills with their pistols. Cadets a 90% or 270 or higher on their 2 qualification attempts, including passing the written exam, continued to be considered for that trophy round. Finally, cadets went through patrol rifle training, learning the new weapon platform, shooting at much further distances than they had experience before. Cadets that achieved at least a 90% or 270 or higher during these 2 qualification attempts and passed the exam continued in the running for this trophy round. The last day of firearms training, cadet that remained in the trophy round competed with one another in a shootout course, which is a completely unfamiliar course of fire. The cadet with the higher average firearms score for firearm qualification, advanced shooting skills, patrol rifle, and then finally that trophy round or shootout won the top shooter award. Will all the cadets that participated in this trophy round please stand? And now the cadet with the highest average score in this trophy round is the top shooter. Top shooter award goes to In addition to the top shooter award, the top gun certificate goes to the cadet that achieved the highest score during the prestigious trophy round or shootout. Again, this course of fire had never been presented to or practiced by any of these cadets prior to winning that trophy. This highlighted their ability to not only successfully shoot under an unfamiliar course of fire, but maintain their fundamental skills. The Top Gun certificate, Orbit 282, goes to Deontay McCall. All right, top academic. Along with shooting and driving, cadets also took numerous periodic work exams, including a comprehensive final exam through the 20-week curriculum. These exams covered several topics learned during the classroom and practical exercises of the instructor. Some of the exams revisited many high liability topics, where the goal was to retain the information, not just remember. The class performed well on the majority of these tests. We reminded them to adapt quality study techniques and alleviate the anticipation of stress with "be fine." Although this probably did little to ease that anxiety they all felt when waiting to hear no response is a response when asking, "Sorry, should we pass?" The cadet with the highest average test scores in the basic mandate goes to Mackenzie Broadway, Fulton County Sheriff. Next certificate is going to be our top tactical athlete. The Academy coordinators also wanted to recognize the cadets that achieved significant feats with the increased curriculum that introduced a structured physical fitness program for the cadets entitled Tactical Athlete. The Tactical Athlete program involved regular physical exercise, stretches, and overall health and well-being, which is primarily coordinated by Sergeant Garman of Martin Police Department. Certified physical fitness instructor. Periodic physical assessments consisting of push-ups, sit-ups, and a 1.5 mile run were conducted. The first of these assessments was during week 1, which was used to assess each cadet's initial ability to complete as many push-ups, sit-ups as they could in their fastest 1.5 mile run they could. This week, the cadets completed their 4th and final tactical athlete assessment. This cadet accomplished the most push-ups at 59, most sit-ups of 70, and fastest 1.5 mile run at 10 minutes and 11 seconds to achieve the top tactical athlete certificate. The top tactical athlete certificate goes to Brandon Gordon. Finally, we would like to recognize the cadet that made a significant improvement during their tactical athlete assessments, from the first assessment in week 1 to the final assessment in week 20. This cadet scores from 3 push-ups, 15 sit-ups, and a 19-minute, 55-second 1.5 mile to achieving 40 push-ups, 35 sit-ups, and a mile and a half run in 13 minutes and 45 seconds. This is an increase of over 26%. The most improved tactical athlete certificate goes to Victoria Joseph. At this time, we will present certificates. If we can have all agency heads and representatives come to the right of the stage.
First vote, attention. Next phase.
First up, Brittany Isabel, South Bend. Samantha Baker, Mark. Stephanie Clark, Georgia State University. Jesus Fernandez, Mark. Anisha Ennis, Fulton County. Alana Watts, Marta Police Department. Jessica Francisco, Fulton County.
There you go. That's my sister.
Carmelo Centeno, Georgia Tech Police Department. Emmanuel Barnum, County Sheriff's Office. Frederick Chappelle, Union City Police Department. Lamanisha Duncan, Fulton County Sheriff's Office. Lance Winslow, Illinois Police Department. Victoria Joseph.
Yeah.
Kelly Thomas, Georgia State University. Alonzo Tabron, Police Department.
That's my baby.
Nicholas Warnack, Dalton Police Department. Mario Weems, Fulton County Sheriff's Office.
That thanks.
Robert Neal, Dalton Police Department. Kent Dominique, Clayton County Sheriff's Office. Giovanni Robinson, Union City Police Department. Corey Barbary, Clayton Sheriff's Office. Sean Cody, Avondale State. Austin Coleman, Georgia State University Police Department.
Yes, sir, Steve.
Jesse Martin, Police Department.
Fifth row, attention. Left base.
Deontay McCauley, Clayton County Sheriff's Office. John Henderson, Atlanta Public Schools Police Department. Vander Connor Lowe, Henry County Sheriff's Office. Richard Brown, Fulton County Sheriff's Office. Mackenzie Virago, Fulton County Sheriff. All right, immediately after graduation, agencies will have their swearing-in ceremonies in the rooms behind you. Please look for the placards by the door for your corresponding agency.
Class, on your feet.
BLE 2502. Take pride in yourself, your agency, and your profession. Most importantly, serve your communities with courtesy, professionalism, and respect. Maintain dignity, honor, and integrity, and do so with courage, commitment, and compassion. It has been an honor and privilege to serve your coordinator. Godspeed.
We stand tall. We do not fall. One fight. BLE 2502. Protect what's right.
Everybody,
Sir, no, sir.
you are dismissed.